Good morning, people. Hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. So this is the next day out here in Kolkata. So I spent 2 nights at that homestay, and today I decided to change hotels and find a room with an air conditioner. So I moved into a hotel, and I've also changed the neighborhoods while I was at it. So I've moved into New Town. So in this vlog, we're gonna walk around the neighborhood, explore the New Town and other sites that are closer to here. So let's get started. So I'm staying at the FabHotels Anchorage Inn in Newtown, and this is my room, deluxe room that comes with a nice big bed, and there's an air conditioner, and there's a nice spacious bathroom as well. So this is pretty useful and convenient. And this is close to the Access Mall, which is gonna be the first stop of the day that I'm gonna go to. And I'm sweating inside because I had to turn off the AC to start the vlog. And yeah, while we are at it, so we're gonna go down to the reception, ask for some advice on the places that I can explore around. And the cab that I took to come from the homestay to here, the guy was from Newtown, so he gave me a lot of interesting tips about this place and how this place is very well thought through, well connected through public transport, and how you can easily get around places here without needing to take a cab necessarily. So we'll see how things go out here and what we end up finding. But this is let's say further away from downtown and an extended wing of the greater metropolitan area of Kolkata. So let's see what we find here. First off, Access Mall. Alright, so slight change of plan after speaking to the staff at the reception here. So that's the hotel behind me. It's FabHotels Anchorage Inn. And as you can see, it's like very dark clouds up there. Oh, it's overexposed, but anyway, like completely gray clouds and lots of lush greenery around. So this neighborhood and the entire Newtown area is quite different here. But yeah, so they said it's better to go to the mall later in the evening because it's more like an evening hangout spot, and then there's some area under the flyovers with some eateries lined up. So it's better to go there at night, and it's like lights and stuff. So we're gonna do that at night. For now, we're going towards the Biswa Bangla Gate, which is a fancy arched architecture. Also has a restaurant, a high-end restaurant. Don't know if I want to go inside. And then after that is the Aircraft Museum. So those two are the first things I want to see. And then they kind of helped me plan out the route. So let's see how much we can cover today before it rains like crazy. I do have a raincoat, but it's also very humid, so I don't feel like wearing it just yet. Anyway, let's start walking towards the Biswa Bangla Gate. One of the interesting things that I'm seeing in this area is a dedicated bike lane and a pedestrian lane, and at some points they even have a dedicated stopping light for the bikers as well, just like the Amsterdam style. Although I doubt, just like in Amsterdam, they probably stop at the bike signals, but anyways, they do have well laid out biking lanes. And the cab driver mentioned that they also have these bike rental spots where you can just download the app, scan it, and rent a bike, go around town, come back, return the bike, and pay up whatever is, I think, per hour or something like that. And on that side, there's a lot of premium hotel chains like Lemon Tree, Novotel, Ibis, probably some other high-end ones as well. Oh, Access Mall is right here. So that's the Access Mall. We're gonna come back here later in the evening, probably after sunset, check out the nighttime vibes as well. And this is it, the bike rental station. Pretty basic city bikes, nothing super fancy, but I guess there was an app or something for this. And then you have the QR code to rent the bike. Not interested in something like this because you end up doing a whole lot more cardio that way. Anyway, I think we're supposed to go that way to our destination. It's interesting here how many people try to avoid to walk. Even the reception staff was telling me, oh, the Biswa Bangla Gate is a bit too far. Might want to take an e-rickshaw or grab a bus or take some random public transport, whatnot. I mean, yeah, sure, nobody wants to take a cab here because there's lots of public transport, but it's not that far. It's a 30-minute walk. It's nice and windy now, so it's actually a nice, enjoyable walk. People don't know how much I love to walk. I'm doing like 16 to 20k steps on average per day every time on travel. So anyway, I'm just walking It's a fun, nice walk and fun way to explore the neighborhood and orient yourself. You don't really get to understand a city that well if you're always on the public transport running from A to B. There it is, the Biswa Bangla Gate. We're starting to see it already. Trying to get a little bit closer. I see the restaurant up top and there are people in there. So I want to take a selfie with this. It's a nice architecture. So there it is, the iconic Biswa Bangla Gate, the arch structure. I think it's a pretty new structure, and that glass kind of disc-like thing in the middle, that entire thing is the restaurant. So probably on the other side it also says the name. Anyways, the aircraft museum is on that road, so we're gonna keep walking that way and try to take a better angle for the selfie. Alright, so after taking a couple of selfies at the Biswa Bangla Gate, we're now headed to the aircraft museum. Just a short walk from the gate, and I'm really enjoying the lush greenery, subtle winds every once in a while, and the cloudy weather today. It's a little bit humid, but not that much, so it makes it nice. And this area is like a complete contrast of the Kolkata area that I've seen before. High-rise buildings, lots of open space, lots of lush greenery, lots of space to walk around, no honking or congestion or anything like that. So it does feel like very, very modern kind of area. And yeah, it makes it completely different. Like, you don't imagine that you're in Kolkata still. And the cab driver that picked me up earlier today was mentioning that Bhawanipur area, where the homestay was actually one of the busiest districts, and no wonder it was so jam-packed. So, oh, we're already here. That's the aircraft museum, and that's some sort of a lake here. So yeah, that's why it's like I'm really enjoying it here. Lots of space to walk around, and if there was a little bit more wind, it would be perfect. But anyway, gonna make the most of this. So they say a camera is not allowed inside, we can use the phone, and these are Naval Aircraft Museum, so you can see there. Let's walk up a bit closer, take a few selfies and videos. That was a pretty fun experience. Just for 30 rupees you get to enter inside the aircraft as well, and I spoke to the staff. So this is a Navy aircraft bomber that was even used in the Kargil War, and all the avionics, electronics, weapon systems, etc. have been preserved. They are all original. Wires have been cut, of course, but they have opened everything up for you to take a peek inside as well. That was a really cool experience. You can't take photos or videos inside the airplane when you go, of course, because of security reasons, but outside in the premises you can only use your phone, no cameras. So that was a very unique experience. They also have a kids play area, so there's another small plane there, and this entire massive plane I think has been preserved as it is. Really cool experience. 10 on 10, definitely recommend. Alright, had a fun experience exploring the aircraft museum. Also had a mini fruit picnic while seated there, just taking a short breather. So we're now headed back. So that's the Biswa Bangla Gate. So I'm walking back there, and we're going to cross over to the other side, and in about 10 odd minutes from the museum we should get to this place called Rabindra Tirtha. So it's dedicated to the poet Rabindranath Tagore, and I'm guessing there are some galleries and auditorium and such. So it's close by. Just gonna drop by real quick. And Gad Bhaiya said there's nothing beyond the aircraft museum on this road, but you should definitely check out the eco park, and in front of the park there is also a mother wax museum which might be of interest to some. Although I plan on skipping the wax museum, I do want to check out the eco park. So we're gonna wrap up the Rabindra Tirth here, and there's also a street called Smart Street which sounds interesting, just close by to the Rabindra Tirth. So we're gonna check these two things out and then start heading towards eco park. And the receptionist said it opened until 7:30, so we have a good 5 hours to check out the park. Should be more than enough, even if it's a very large park.